9 races are in the books here in the NASCAR Winston Cup Series, where we are also unveiling the chase for the Cup in the year 2005. And so far, only one team still runs a Pontiac. That would be NekoDarius Racing, where recently he has expanded his team to not just one car. He's expanded out to a 3-car organization this season during the age of a recession, hoping to help Pontiac get that one manufacturer's win, that one manufacturer's championship as his own team. But there's uncertainty coming in to 2006. Pontiacs won't be allowed in NASCAR due to Pontiac shutting down. NekoDarius has been running this team from his own pocket this entire season so far, but now he's also got to start looking towards what's next. Among those rumors, Toyota has been racing in the truck series since 2004. But Nissan and Honda are also looking to bring their own cars into NASCAR to break into the brand new market for themselves. With Toyota's success in the truck series, the order is high, the task is tall for many other teams to try to break their way in to the NASCAR Winston Cup Series. With the low entry cost of Pontiac's impending departure coming, NASCAR is desperate for a 4th manufacturer. So with Pontiac's exit looming, NASCAR is seeking that 4th manufacturer to join the ranks. Toyota, Nissan, and Honda see that opportunity to enter the American racing scene at the top level. Those rights come to 3 fully prepared cars. But which brand will seal the deal? NekoDarius was quoted as saying, "We're running on borrowed time with Pontiac. Whoever we partner with next could decide our future in this sport." So right now, with the first quarter of the season already in the books, let's talk about some of our key driver spotlights. NekoDarius is currently the reigning Cup champion. Currently, he is running the points standings and running the points lead, but he does have to worry about that chase for the Cup coming after race 26. That's a little ways off. You guys heard it here first. The 2006 season will look to see us with maybe a brand new manufacturer. With Pontiac's impending, closure and lots of rough moments in there. I'm very concerned about Pontiac. I really wish that I could keep running Pontiacs, but it is true. This season is getting a little tight for me in terms of running these teams because, we expanded recently. It was great to see Steven get that win, get his maiden victory in the Cup Series. Hopefully Joe will find his way into victory lane at some point this season, but it stands right now, I've got Darlington to worry about. And I just am not sure. We've also made some small changes, but nothing too drastic. Of course, you guys know I'm leading the point standings by 146 over Rusty Wallace, 182 over Mark Martin, 190 over Kurt Busch. Jeff Burton is in 5th. That is a lot of forward power up there. Jeff Gordon, John Andretti, Jimmy Johnson, Joe Nemechek, and Tony Stewart rounding out the top 10. We have updated Joe Agee and Stephen W13 schemes. This is something that we needed to do. So they've got some new schemes coming. So hopefully you guys will be able to see that. And I do appreciate AJ Fails for creating these schemes for these drivers. He basically took the scheme idea that 2Kig created and expanded upon it. And because this is from not Stephen W13, because this is from AJ, I really wanted to make sure that we also kind of drove home the point that this is 157 Studios, who created this mod pack or this mod tool, and also want to represent his game. So Joe is running a brand new paint scheme in the 52 car, and Steven W1323 will also be running a brand new scheme in his 56 car. These are 2 big things that I've really wanted to address coming into Darlington. And as a matter of fact, I feel like I am so compelled to show you guys what those schemes look like, because I kind of forgot to do it for 2Kig. You guys saw them on track at Talladega, so I don't feel like I need to go back to them. But if you guys want me to go back to them and actually show you guys like a full out thing, just let me know in the comments. But let me show you guys Joe and Steven's brand new schemes here in just a second. As you can see, this is the Joe Agee number 52 car. Font on the door is a little small, but that is okay. It is the Crunchyroll Mobile, running Crunchyroll all over the place with a bunch of anime-based names. As you guys know, I do love me some anime, and AJ really went all in. He went ham on this scheme. Really made it worth it. So, and I just lost my schemes. But yeah, so thanks a lot to AJ Fails for hooking me up with this Crunchyroll scheme. You can see My Hero Academia, One Piece, Hunter x Hunter on there, Dan to Dan as well. Dragon Ball is also on the door, as well as Spy Family and Hime from Crunchyroll. Stephen W1323 is running the Die Cook scheme. That is the 157 Studios' game made by AJ as well. You can find it on Steam. You can also wishlist it on Steam too. And Steven will now be driving the Die Cook because he got some brand new sponsorship that came in. So Die Cook has decided to sign on following his win at Talladega. They see the potential in Stephen W1323 for what he can do this season, coming in a few races late, but they do see that he has some potential and would love to see that, car running, pretty well. I think as it stands right now, Die Cook is fine with, Steven running at least in the top 20s week in and week out. So I don't foresee Die Cook potentially leaving. Steven, he has proven that he can drive really well. And again, anybody can win at Talladega. Joe had a chance to be up there and run for the top 5. It didn't, close out for him, but with the help from me, I was able to push Steven to the win. I did try to pass him. I'm not gonna lie, I did try to pass him, but it is okay that Steven won. So the Die Cook machine and the brand new Crunchyroll Pontiac, both of which will be on the track. And again, we've still got some work to do on figuring out what we will do for the series, for the season at large. So we're back at the race shop. As you guys saw, Joe and Steven both got some brand new sponsors. Really huge to see. Great for those guys. Definitely going to help with the money, but I don't know who I'm going to go with for 2006. I have been approached by all 3 manufacturers, Toyota, Nissan, and Honda. I have no idea what I will do at this point in regards to this. I really want to focus on, Pontiac and the chase that I'm in with Pontiac. As a matter of fact, with Steven's win, I don't think I talked about the manufacturer standings. We are finally 3rd in the standings. Chevy and Ford are both tied, but we are 3 points off from Chevy and Ford, and we have already jumped Dodge. Dodge has fallen. I think Dodge was actually leading at one point. So now you're seeing Dodge down at the bottom of the standings. We are now 3rd in the standings, and we just got to keep, pushing forward. Darlington is next for our series and our season. We don't have anything we need to do in chassis, engine, or body. I almost forgot there. And in terms of shop editions, we're still 6 races out from seeing any shop edition coming through. I'm not certain on the future here. I just don't know. As much as I would love to see, as much as I would love to make a decision now, I'll see what we're talking and how it's going to look, and we'll talk about it from there, I guess. So just kind of keep that in mind, guys. There are 3 manufacturers heavily pursuing our team. We are the current defending champions, so I guess that would make it a little bit sweeter if we were able to tie up another championship, maybe even the manufacturer's title. Who knows? But here we go. Darlington. And I'm just going to go ahead and hit quick select on everything because I don't see that we don't have any extra speedway stuff laying around outside of the generics. So I think we're pretty okay to run a quick select and just choose everything. So our car rating is a 73. Darlington is a really rough racetrack. It is abrasive. It is a little bit tough sometimes to get through, but we'll see what happens. All right. Well, I'll see you guys in Darlington, South Carolina. I've been there a few times. It's a nice place. Qualifying. I love qualifying. Kind of got a little tight there in the corner, but I don't think it's too bad. I think we're going to carry enough speed this time. Got to get into turns 3 and 4. Really tight corners, by the way, 3 and 4 is.
Looking good. Keep digging.
I don't even need a second lap. I think we're good. We can stand on that lap. I was a little quiet because I wasn't sure where we were gonna shake out. We can stand on this one. This is a good standing lap. Let's do it. Let's get ready for the race. That's it. See you guys at the track.
This is Joe Moore along with Barney Hall for MRN, and we're live at Darlington Raceway, the granddaddy of super speedways, in Darlington, South Carolina for the Carolina Dodge Dealers 400. Barney, drivers love coming to Darlington because of its history, but they often leave wishing they hadn't shown up. Why's that?
Well, this is an egg-shaped track with different links and different bankings in the east and west turns. That makes it very tough for the drivers. But the question is, why is it egg-shaped? Well, when it was built, the landowner decided he didn't want his minnow farm disturbed, so they simply pinched in the corners of what is now turns 3 and 4 to give it the distinctive egg shape that it's now famous for.
All right, guys, here we go. By the way, small note, because of his actions at the end of or in Talladega, Brendan Gaughan was suspended one race. And I believe Kyle Busch actually was able to qualify in on speed because we were short one full-time driver. So Brendan Gaughan was suspended coming into Darlington after the wreck that he caused. Very dangerous wreck that he caused, I might add. He also was stopped on the track, which also didn't help. Plus, he just had some other issues. So yeah, Brendan Gaughan suspended for today. Kind of sucks for Brendan Gaughan. You know, he's a rookie, but he'll be fine. Joe and Steven are still struggling in qualifying. We're going to probably have to help them address their speed at some point soon. I don't think it's too bad considering that they are getting into the show. It's just that they are starting so far back that I think that's going to hurt them going forward. First couple of laps are going to be a little rough for me because Darlington is making my car tight as Tony Stewart finally gets past me to lead a lap. Like a 5-car breakaway at the front here.
Got one outside. The 20 car is still there.
Drag race to the line.
It's still there.
I got him
47, 50.
by a lot more than I thought.
Still beside you.
Yeah, we're really going side by side here, huh?
Still there. Okay, we're clear.
We're back to third now. I've got Jeff Burton behind.
Got one high. Up to second. Keep digging. You're clear.
Just gonna send it in on Stewart.
Number 20 is outside.
Got into him a little bit there. Do not want to do that too many times with Tony, but I was able to get back around him. So I don't think we're too far off today.
That's the lap time I'm looking for. Keep it up, buddy.
But you never know when it comes down to these races because these guys are really here. Like we got a 6-car breakaway and most of the field is just back there.
To get by you.
All right, we're doing good so far. 8 laps in. Ah,
3 wide. Hold that line.
shouldn't be 3 wide here. We shouldn't be 3 wide here, Tony.
On those Eagles, driver. 29, 56. Looking good. Come on high. Okay, we're
Came back up into Matt Kenseth, but that is not ideal. I don't understand it. I was trying to stay out of the wall and Tony just kept coming up. I'm trying my best this time around to kind of keep the car a little bit cleaner because I think we got quite a few speedway races coming up. And I really want to make sure that we actually have the equipment to compete without burning through a lot of money. So, excuse me, Matt Kenseth.
That's another derivative.
I'm trying to keep the car as clean as possible, but I know I need to race a little hard now to catch back up because right now running 6th is just kind of unacceptable. And I think that me and Tony are going to have a sit down conversation, you know, driver to driver, about his actions in turn 3 and 4 at the end of the race. I think we just need to have a conversation. I don't think it's going to come down to us getting into each other again on track, but I do feel like I need to have that conversation with Stewart because that was just a boneheaded move on his part. I don't know what he was trying to do. My right front is beginning to wear out 12 laps in. That's a little disturbing knowing that we got to go 46. Making that move on Jeff Burton is good. Mark Martin is beginning to slowly pull away here because Tony is beginning to block quite a bit. I don't like that. Car's tight now. Like Stewart is taking the air off the nose here, and that's what's causing some of my problems.
Okay,
I can't bury it in on Tony. I don't want to get into him.
Closing on the leader. The 20 car is trying a block. Easy, buddy. That left front tire.
Both front tires are now worn.
Halfway on gas.
Oh, this is interesting. Tires are gonna wear faster than the gas is. That's interesting. Meaning I'm gonna probably. We got people pitting?
That speed will get us to the front.
Only lap 16. They're gonna try to go 30 laps.
Number 20 is getting in your way.
Here I am complaining about the fact that I'm gonna run out of fuel and tires too soon.
Keep an eye out. Car inside. You're dropping back. What's wrong? Still?
Everyone who's pitting now is hoping that it goes green to the end.
Hey, keep digging. This car's gonna come to you. Be patient. Clear.
That's what I think they're hoping for. I'm gonna try my best to allow it to go green to the end myself, because you guys know how bad of a driver I am. So I'm gonna try my best to make sure that this happens.
Number 17 is right behind you.
I'm beginning to lose the car. I got up into the wall.
Clear on both sides. 29-14. Leader's gaining a couple tenths a lap on us.
Man, these Roush boys are really fast this season. But yet, no Kurt Busch or Greg Biffle.
The 2 car down low. We
Car is just not strong anymore.
all clear, buddy.
I'm trying my best to make it as far as I can, knowing full well that by the end of the run, I think I'll be out of tire anyway. So I kind of gotta just keep going with it.
Still there. Be patient.
Actually, my right front just wore out just a little bit faster than it did before. Please don't tell me that I got to pick up time. Crew chief, I know I got to pick up time. It's not my fault that the tires are falling off the freaking car, bro. Like, the car is tight. Bad tight.
Be careful. You're using up those tires. Going inside. Everything okay with the car?
No, nothing's okay with the car. Everything is going bad. This is the really bad car. I'm sorry, Sterling.
We don't want him getting beside us.
This is really getting aggravating. I just can't drive. I got no drive. Like, I'm trying my best here.
Now you're gonna be out of gas.
Sorry, crew chief. I'm going to try my best to make it a few more laps, because if this is how the car is going to be on worn tires, I need more here. I need to shorten the second stint as much as possible.
Try to keep him behind you.
Also, I talked about Kurt Busch. Kurt Busch has made it to the top 10.
Losing ground on
He's
the
behind me.
Pit road's getting busy. Leaders are headed in.
Okay, that's good.
Save your tires. Got one outside. We drop back a spot. Let's push it.
Repair the damage. Go another half round down on wedge. 4 tires, full tank of fuel. Let's go. I gotta make up time. And making up time right now is more important than anything else. Also, I hate that I get overexposed sometimes by lights, because I have no more light in this room. It's just, I just get blind. I just get these black spots and splotches. First time I'm actually telling you guys, like, it's not my design. See, Tony Stewart's already off pit road. So is Kevin Harvick. There's Kurt Busch. There's Sterling too.
You're clear. Got one eye.
I see Steven.
Him is in your rear view mirror. Number 172 is gaining on you. 3 wide.
Oh, there goes Steven, guys.
Get on by. He's not gonna block. The 172 car is still there. Be
Oh,
careful.
got into my own car.
Number 172 is still there.
Ever so slightly though. Doesn't seem like it was that bad.
59-26.
But now I'm back here with some guys that I definitely feel like I can get around.
Try to keep him behind you.
So I will.
You're clear. More tires won't help us. Be careful.
I don't know where the 30 car was about to go. I feel bad for Robbie Gordon. There was nowhere for me to go, though.
28.75. Wow, you're fast. The 31 car is up high.
So I apologize to Robbie Gordon. Did not mean to do all that, but I mean, yikes.
Got one high.
I didn't realize we still had cars that hadn't pit yet.
Still beside you.
So I see the leaders. They are definitely further ahead of me right now.
Great lap. Still there. Save your tires. Hold your line.
There's Jeff Gordon.
No pressure. Number 19 is coming up quick. Keep
So the prospective leaders are now going into 3 and 4, or at least coming out of 4.
all clear, buddy.
Okay, prospective leaders are actually in turns 2 and on the backstretch.
Up high. 27.
Now I'm sliding like I'm on ice skates. I don't know who that was that blew up, but I saw somebody enter pit road blowing up.
That was a great lap, buddy.
Excuse me, Newman.
Is outside.
You're kind of, sort of in the way. I can kind of relax. We're back in the top 10. Now let's see if I can make up to the 2, the 29, and is that the 22 up here? The 2, the 29, and the 22, I think, are ahead of me. Up into the wall. The lady in black is going to be the bane of my existence at this point. This is just not going well.
It's good year, Eagles.
I just want to shake the hands of whoever the crew chief is that said, hey, let's go 30 laps on a set of tires and fuel. Like, as soon as the window opened, they were on pit road. Bro, Wimmer is blocking for his life. I love this.
87.
Excuse me.
Keep on it. The 2 car up high. Still beside.
Not where I want to be, but I'll take it.
Nice pass. Still there.
Bro, why are you blocking me, bro?
Still there.
You were doing so well blocking the 29, and then I start coming up and you want to block me, bro. Come on, man. Use your head, Wimmer. I did not know Ryan Newman was still back there with me. He caught up to me and the 2.
The 29 car is outside.
Excuse me, Kevin.
Up another spot.
I know we've had our differences, but I need you to get off my low lane here. As much as I would love to say I'm saving tires, I'm not saving tires at this point. We're pretty much screwed. I don't think we're going to make it up to the top 5. It's no big deal. I'm not going to lose too many points.
Much longer on that left front
But
tire.
I just now need to protect. That's why I needed to get ahead of these guys as soon as I could.
These guys. No white flags out. One more time around the racetrack.
Leader just took the white, and I'm just now entering 3 and 4. I don't know who the leader is. I don't know who the winner is at all.
We're getting there.
What I do know is we had a car that probably could have won. Tony Stewart kind of ruined that for me. Then tires went bad. I probably could have pit earlier, but then I probably would have been in the same boat like I was, in the first stint. So I'm okay with it. I will take a top 10 finish any day, especially after the nightmare that is Darlington. We'll take it. 7th place. Mark Martin wins. Mark Martin is on a tear this season.
The yellow flag didn't fly at all in this one.
Whoa, that doesn't happen very often. It makes you pay a whole lot more for any mistakes. You don't have the cushion of yellow flags to get caught up.
The MB&A car got a top 10 finish in this one.
When you think that there are 42 other drivers in this NASCAR Winston Cup race and you manage a top 10, that's pretty impressive.
The 53 car now has one less friend in the garage area.
You don't make it into Winston Cup racing without being competitive, and sometimes these instincts get a little out of hand. Should be fun to see what happens next.
We're out of time here at MRN. We hope you enjoyed today's race, and we'll see you next time.
At least I'm on the first page, okay? I guess I should be happy about that. I'm on the first page of the standings sheet. Mark Martin got the lead and did not let it go, which is, I guess, to be expected. Tony Stewart finished second, Jimmy Johnson third, Matt Kenseth, Jeff Burton around at the top 5. I was slowly catching Bob Labonte, who finished sixth. I'm 7th. Rusty Wallace, Ryan Newman, and Kevin Harvick rounded the top 10. Joe Nemechek came from 31st to finish 11th. Steven comes from 39th to finish 12th. So I'm definitely seeing Steven, that win really put some wind in his sails. So that's really cool to see. A little bit further down, for those that are now the Joe Agee fans, he started 31st and is only able to rally back to, started 41st, rallied to 31st. And the person who DNF'd was Kyle Busch, by the way. Busch's engine blew. And by the way, the leaders actually lapped some guys down. Johnny Sauter, Ward Burton, AJ Foyt, Jason Leffler, Jay Yaley, Ken Schrader, Todd Bodine were all lapped down. So we're going to go head back to Atlanta and figure out what is next now that we've kind of plateaued a little bit here at these speedways. So I had already assumed that we weren't going to lose much in terms of points to, Mark Martin, because we did finish in the top 10. And I was right. Right now we're 143 ahead of Mark Martin, 155 ahead of Rusty Wallace, who we did beat. Kurt Busch, Jeff Burton, Jimmy Johnson, Tony Stewart, Jeff Gordon, Joe Nemechek, and John Andretti rounded the top 10. I'm not really seeing much in terms of, shifts in what's happening on the track. We are seeing some guys kind of showing well, like Steven showing well, finishing 37th. Joe is now also officially in the top 43 in the standings. So that's really cool to see. Steven could probably catch Ken Schrader at this rate. Brendan Gaughan's suspension will be over, so he'll be able to come back in for the race at Richmond. Other than that, I don't really know, guys. What do y'all think we should do for the series, or for not for the series, for our team? We're running out of sponsorship here with MBNA and all them. 8 more races left. Our team is doing as well as it can be. We got super speedway chassis stuff that we can probably work on. Got speedway stuff we can work on, and down the entire schedule here, we've got Richmond, then we got Lowe's, which is also the All-Star race. Then we got Dover, Pocono, Michigan, and then we go to our next road course, which is Infineon, and then we go back to Daytona after that. So I think we can definitely work on the super speedway stuff. Again, we're still trying to make a push for the manufacturer, but deep in the back of my mind here, I've got to start thinking about what's next for the future of my team. We're going to go ahead and overhaul this chassis, by the way. 2 races time to overhaul. And I know a lot of people are like, but overhauling is so expensive. I know. Overhauling is what keeps you competitive. Okay. We're going to go ahead and overhaul the engine, the super speedway engine, and the super speedway body will get a nice little boost in an overhaul as well. And since again, everything is taking 2 races time for chassis and engine, I'm thinking just 2 races time to work on this on the super speedway body will not be the end of the world for our team. Although we can do it faster, I really just don't want to. I like to keep things kind of on the same page. So that's why I'm going to do the 2 races, not the 1. Although I could have done 1 race time. I just don't want to, overwork Keith Spangler and what he's doing. So I'm fine with that. Anyways, down to 19.3 million. 25 races left to go in the season? Or, yeah, 26. I think that was race number 10 that we just finished. 26 races down. 10 races down. 20. I don't know. You guys can correct me in the comments. I don't. My brain is fried. I've been, a little off lately with this. I'm trying to think about what's next for the future of my team, and right now the only thing I can think of is this is my last season with Pontiac, and there's a lot of history here with Pontiac that I have. We started out with Pontiac as a rookie. We won Rookie of the Year with Pontiac. We won our first championship with Pontiac. We're chasing a manufacturer's title and a chance to defend our title this season. I mean, there's a lot that I've got on my mind, and Pontiac is important to me, and I know Pontiac's been important to you guys, and I know you guys are not sure what the future will hold. Even I'm not sure what the future will hold. We'll just kind of have to see how it goes and how it unfolds. Anyways, if you like today's video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. Lots of questions still surround season 3 here for us. But one question I guess has been answered is that we won't be Pontiac after this season's over. I'll see you guys next time. Be easy, everybody.